Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're in my workshop and I think I have something super special for you guys today. A long time ago I found these butterfly wings out on a walk and they've started to deteriorate just a little bit. I think it's the coloring on them is starting to go away and they're starting to turn clear. So I wanted to document this process of attaching them to a hand-carved wooden body to make it look a lot like a real butterfly. I've got a couple of these rosewoods. I believe I got Indonesian and Hungarian rosewood, and I'm gonna carve those up into the body of the butterfly, and I'm gonna very carefully try and attach those wings to the body of it. And I think it's gonna look really awesome, but before we hop into this video, let's try and get 50 likes on this video. Now that's quite a lofty goal, we're usually at 40, but I think we can do it. Oh, and be sure to subscribe too. Okay, let's get into the actual woodworking now. All right, so I've got a little tray for all of our stuff. I've got the butterfly wings, which I'm gonna have to be very delicate with. There. Oop. Oh yeah, so you can see just my breath moved them. They're super light and fragile, so I think I'm gonna leave working with those till very last. And I've got my two woods here. They're both rosewoods. I'm not sure which they are. I know I said Hungarian and Indonesian. Not completely 100% sure on that one. I do know that I want this darker one to be the head and this lighter, more red one to be the body. So I think what I'm gonna start off with is carving out the head off of this piece here. So first thing I wanna do is I'm gonna take my marking knife and decide how big I want the actual head to be. So I think if I make a mark here and here, I should be able to get my head out of this spot here, carve some sort of football-ish shape that's a little bit more rounded on the points than the football, or carve up a small sphere from this. All right, so we're getting along pretty well here. You can kind of see it's starting to shape up. It's definitely going to be quite large, but see how small I can actually get it with still being able to manipulate it. Because I mean, it's a little difficult to get the tweezers onto it right now. Should be able to carve it up to get a little bit smaller, but then it starts to get really delicate with carving. I am using my smallest carving knife. That is, you can use my finger for scale. It's a super small blade there. I might have one or two smaller ones that might be a little bit duller, that might need a little bit of a sharpen, but just gotta continue with the very careful, slow and steady process of the shaping. Got a little piece of paper and a popsicle stick here that was left over from a project that we did a little while ago where we made some little glider airplanes out of some popsicle sticks. Just gonna use this to clean up the carving best I can.
I got time, it's clear to see from up here. The world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful.
Alright, I gotta do this super carefully. I don't want the saw to bounce or skip. Oh, come on. I'm gonna use this saw. It's got a little bit finer teeth. Got it. It's gonna clean up that rough end, and then I can work on to carving the body.
Take a step back to see the truth around. Meant to be in the great outdoors, forever
I think this was definitely a very interesting project. Definitely came out looking really, really neat. It definitely doesn't hold up to super close examination, but from this sort of distance right here, maybe as a small lapel pin or something like that, it would look really cool. Now, the wings aren't actually strong enough to be a real lapel pin. You would need something that's, maybe printed out of plastic, or maybe I can work up my carving skills to actually eventually carve something like those real wings. I had a lot of fun making this project. It's certainly something that I'll keep hanging up somewhere. It is super delicate. I already damaged one of the wings just a little bit, not too bothered about it, as the wings were already starting to deteriorate. And, I kind of messed up the alignment of the wings, but again, I think it turned out pretty interesting. So, if you like this video, please definitely share it with your friends and give it a like. If you really like what I'm doing here, feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.